Welcome again to 10 Minutes to Refuel with Pastor Jim Diehl. Do you remember when we did this a couple of years ago? I looked it up because my mind doesn't keep all these dates very clearly. But you remember COVID? It shut the churches down all across America, and different ones were asking me, well, why don't you go on Facebook or YouTube or wherever it'll all go and give us a spiritual lift every week. So I did that, not on Sundays, because many of the pastors were putting out something from their sanctuary or office on Sunday, but I tried to get them out on Wednesdays. And I had to look it up a bit ago. April 8, 2020 was our first one. And we went all the way till June 30, 2021, 59 weeks of 10 Minutes to Refuel with Pastor Jim Diehl. The reason I'm saying we, my son-in-law Bernie is right here. He's the one running this camera. And we went through over a year of putting out these, and many of you have asked me across the last few months, when are you going to go back and do that again? Well, let me tell you what has happened. A friend in Oklahoma got this on his heart, not because I asked, because I didn't, but he felt like the Lord laid it on his heart to listen to all 59 of those chapters, we'll call them, and then to transcribe that into print. Well, that took a year, I think. And then he would send them to me, and then I would try to edit them a bit. And boy, did I ever find out, I don't speak in paragraphs or sentences. I'm afraid I just get going and fly the plane. But then it went on and finally got them all transcribed. And then we went to the editor, the publisher, and he had a professional editor, so that helped in order to make sure it's all correct and the punctuation and the grammar and all of that's correct. But they wanted it to sound like Jim Diehl, whatever that means. So all of that to say, they are now in a book. And here's the book. The name is Refuel, Refresh, Revive with Pastor Jim Diehl. And the book is here. It's not being printed, it's done. And so I had this all marked out for me. Here we are. I wanted to give you a little idea of what some of these chapters, so-called, what they might say. Mother Goose at Bear Creek Park. Only God can do that. And just think about that a moment. You can fail without being a failure. That's another one. Don't jump off the bridge to rescue a hat. Of course, that whole line was, don't make a federal case out of everything that happens in your life. Come on. Here's one, Angel in Disguise. I wish you would order this book for no other reason. I want to tell you my angel story. And it's true, or I would not be here. Here's one, Lessons Learned Through the Death of Dave. That's our boy, only 46 years of age, melanoma cancer. And I had to learn how to survive grief. It's one thing to get up and tell other people, it's another thing to learn it. That might be one that you would like to send to a friend or two or three or four. I've got several chapters here on how do we get through grief. Here's another one. If you can't change it, commit it to Christ. Here's another chapter. We really do need each other. Oh boy. I really want you to hear this one too. I'm thankful for what didn't happen. That's a story that I want you to hear. Don't live life looking backwards. And then don't miss the moment. So many things. You either make the moment or you miss the moment. One that I think you'll find quite interesting, the four-legged stool. Well, there are 50 of those. We did have 59, but we boiled it down to 50. They're all here in the book. These were 10-minute sessions just like this. So you could read a chapter in 10 minutes or less. So it's not a book where you sit there and read the whole thing in one night. One or two today, one or two tomorrow, and oh man, I know somebody that needs that. I'm going to get that to them, or whatever the case. Well, how do you get it? The answer is very simple. Just get on your computer or your iPad or your smartphone, and it's PastorJimDiehl.com. PastorJimDiehl.com. Run it all together. That will bring you to our website. That will tell you exactly how to order it. And let me just say that the books are $15 each. Got it printed right there on the back. $15, but then $5 more in order to mail it to you. And because the post office requires a little money, and you've got to find an envelope, and we have to do all of that. So, however, those will all go to our son Don, who is trying to keep up with the orders to keep me from having a heart attack through all of this. So, I just want you to know that I'm very encouraged about what I've been hearing here in the last week or so. From Minnesota, a friend said, I want 6 of those. I'm going to give them out for Christmas presents. Well, great. From New Mexico, a wonderful lady said, I want 6 for my Bible study group, and we're going to go through this as I pick out chapters by chapter that seem to fit us. From Oklahoma, somebody wanted 7. Well, good. Just make the check out for, or credit card for 7, and that's what will be mailed to you. And this morning I heard from somebody by way of the internet that said, reserve one for me, but don't send it yet. I've got my friends that have all heard you preach down here in Florida, and we'll see how many want one, and then we'll send the order in, and you'll just send them to me, and I'll give it out to my friends. Well, I like that. I'm giving them out myself for Christmas presents, but I'm going to wait. It's just October, so I might wait a few more weeks, but what a good idea to give these, and it's a way to get the gospel to people that may not find it, hear it, read it any other way, and so it is. There it is, Refuel, Refresh, Revive with Pastor Jim Diehl. Sure hope you'll order one. I think you'll like it. And if you don't, give it to your neighbor. Maybe he will or she will. Hey, that's good enough for today. God bless you all. And I'll see you in the book or next time. Thank you. Bye.